Hello, let's play a bunch of New York Times games, but first we reveal our dad joke of the day. Did you hear the one about the roof? Never mind, it's over your head. All right, and I'd like to thank Ryan Curry for signing up as a new member at the video early access tier and already preemptively added both wheels, so you're on top of things. So thank you for that. And that's it. No renewals yet today, so we'll check in tomorrow for that. Cool. Let's start with connections. We're finding 4 groups of 4. We've got Dorothy Gale. Why does that sound so familiar to me? Who is that? I'm not sure. All right. Clownfish, Toucan, Pride. Okay. I mean, Clownfish, Toucan, and Pride, these kind of feel Disney-like. I mean, it's not going to be a category, but it's interesting. Leprechaun, Honeybee. These feel like, cereal mascots. Wonder, Tiger, Count Zebra, Forehead, Factor, Feeble. Who/what is Feeble? Sounds like a name, doesn't it? Feeble. Anyway, Consider, Unicorn, Include. Horse-like things, unicorns and zebras? Probably not. Let's see. Lions and tigers and bears, oh my. This is interesting. Like, there's things that seem somewhat familiar, but don't feel like categories specifically. So, whenever there's a word that I don't know what the heck's going on with it, it's always good to think about wordplay, whether it's purple. So, I mean, it reminds me of the number 5, F-I-V-E. I don't know why we'd have that extra EL stuck in there. I don't think it's that, because I'm just looking at the other words and not seeing anything like that. What else does feeble feel like? It's not anything backwards. It doesn't seem to start or end with anything specific, so maybe I'm supposed to know who feeble is. That's unfortunate. Whenever it's trivia, you don't know. It's just very hard. Let's see. Forehead. The thing above your eyebrows. I mean, it starts with 4, ends with head, so if it could be fodder for purple, but easily could be something else. Leprechaun. So Leprechaun, Honeybee, and Toucan are cereal mascots. We've got Fruit Loops, we've got Honey Nut Cheerios, and we've got Lucky Charms. Is a unicorn? I don't think so. We've also just got leprechaun and unicorn, like mythical beings. I don't see other mythical beings. These are real beings, the clownfish and the honeybee. Wonder bread. Just makes me, I'm thinking about, I've got the supermarket on my mind, right? And then we've got like, I don't know, Pride Rock, right? From Lion King. Oh, Tony the Tiger. Okay, so now we have to ask ourselves the question, is this a category, cereal mascots, or is it the rainbow herring? It's hard to know without trying it. Let's investigate the idea of it being a rainbow herring. So the way we do that is we think about one word at a time and we try to see if there is another category that would work with it. So like leprechaun, what would it go with besides these? Like unicorn and leprechaun feel like they could go together, just mythical, magical beings. But I'm not seeing like 2 others unless Feeble and Dorothy Gale are. I don't know. Dorothy Gale sounds so familiar. That's not the name of the main character of like Dorothy from Wizard of Oz, is it? I don't know her last name. Maybe. Gale would make sense with like tornado. In which case it would be like rainbow related things. Like Leprechaun and Dorothy are rainbow related. Unicorns maybe rainbow related. I don't know. What about honeybee? What would we do with honeybee other than the cereals? You know, consider kind of sticks out because it's so normal compared to these other words. We're just considering something. Consider. Consider and include. Maybe count someone in. Consider them, include them. Count is, I'm not entirely sure about count. What else would it be though? Factor? I guess my point is I don't think it's going to be leprechaun, honeybee, toucan, or tiger. So I'm just going to try that category then. No. Okay. So then is it not this? I guess I could try this too. All right. Bear in mind. Okay, so that was a category. So it's not. Okay, so it wasn't one away, by the way, for those who didn't see the lack of pop up. I tried leprechaun, honeybee, not clownfish, tiger, and toucan. It's not a rainbow herring, but it's also not a category, and it's also not one away. So it's just there, I guess. I thought maybe it would be a category because I found a category that didn't include it, and I thought it was going to be a rainbow herring, but it's not. All right. Anyway, so they outmeted me. So what are we doing with this? I mean, we know at least two of these are in the same category by definition because there's only 3 categories left. If you have 3 categories with 4 items, at least 2 of them are the same category as each other. I wonder which 2. I mean, tiger and honeybee are both animals. So is toucan, though. And zebra is an animal. Clownfish is an animal. We still have the rainbow theory. Are unicorns associated with rainbows? Pride is associated with rainbows. I don't think clownfish are. Let's see. Is this rainbow related things? Okay. Associated with rainbows. So Dorothy Gale is the main character of Wizard of Oz then. Honestly, I think if it had just said Dorothy and not Dorothy Gale, I might have had an easier time. I still don't know what Fievel is. So that used up leprechaun. So we still have. I tried honeybee, toucan, and tiger, and we know that these have to get split up in some way. 2 go together, obviously. I don't know. We've got zebra and clownfish are both animals as well. So maybe striped animals. Yeah, that's probably it. These are striped animals. All right. Fievel, toucan, wonder, and forehead is somehow are purple. Maybe it's Fievel, and it sounds like it yeah, so it is number related. I was pronouncing it wrong because I thought it was German, and in German it would be Fievel. But this is Fievel, starts with 5. Toucan starts with 2. Wonder starts with 1, and forehead starts with 4. Okay. There we go. All right, so it was almost a rainbow herring. They just didn't. They put 2 greens in it instead of a green and a yellow. All right. Well, I fell for it. Tried not to, but couldn't find anything else. All right, and I'm wearing purple today, but there was no way I was getting the purple first. I almost did. I was like, this reminds me of the number 5, but maybe if I had looked closer at like, forehead, toucan, maybe I would have gotten it. I was like 1 step away. That's okay. Difficulty, this felt pretty hard to me. Some really difficult associations here. So let's give it a 3 out of 5. Let's give it a 65% solve rate. Is that a vampire? With a cross for eyes? I don't know what's going on there. 2.7. Okay. Let's see what the bot says. 53%. So way lower than I thought, actually. I said 65. All right. So, well, I said it was tricky. It definitely is. I'm not the only one who did the rainbow herring, or almost rainbow herring, and then got it in that order. All right. People are getting, of the winning games, which is almost like only a little over half of the games. Of the winning games, people are getting yellow first or green first. Maybe finding purple, which is great. Not really finding the rainbow connection. Same for second. Yeah, and ever is basically not being able to figure out purple and blue, which is completely reasonable, to be honest. Yeah, a good 25% of people just got yellow and green. 11% got only yellow, 6% nothing, 4% green. All right. Putting Fievel in with like magical creatures, very, very common. Putting Toucan in, just trying animals maybe. Because does Toucan have stripes? Let me look at a picture of a toucan, like a real one. I would not call it, it's colorful, but I would not call it striped. Sometimes its beak is a little bit like rainbowy, to be honest. So it almost feels like it could go in the rainbow category, but not really. But I'm not really seeing like striped in the same way a zebra and a tiger are striped. Okay. So maybe they were thinking something other than that being striped. I'm not sure. Cereal mascots, exactly. Only 11% of people fell for the cereal mascots. Let's see. What are people locking in first? Yellow, green, cereal mascots. So 5% are doing that first. Purple. So blue correct isn't even showing up here first. 1% getting blue correct first. Interesting. Dorothy Gale, Leprechaun, Fievel, and Unicorn is a very popular first guess. Who is Fievel from? Fievel. Oh, An American Tale. Fievel Mouskowitz immigrates to America. Right. Is that Disney? Is American Tail Disney? No, it's not Disney. It's Spielberg. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. That doesn't really make a whole lot of sense then. So it's probably like I don't know what a Fievel is, so maybe maybe that's rainbow related. It's probably the thought process. All right, cool. Well, how'd you do? Hello, let's do the easy and medium pips for Tuesday, December 9th. Let's play. All right. Something small. I have to do one blank in here. So throw out the 6. 1, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2. Oh, no, this has to add to 3 though. Okay, maybe. Sorry, this adds to 2. Not. What am I talking about? Okay. I still think this should be blank. And then I think that this should be the 2, 2. And then this should be the 2, 3. Oh, wait. Hold on. I'm confusing myself. Is there a different in? What if this was blank 3? Does that even work? 3, 2, 2, 2. No. I think adding to 2 is our in. It's either 2 blank or 1, 1. And we don't have a 1, 1, so it's 2 blank. We don't have another 6, so we're not doing this, right? So I'm taking my time and doing it logically because I keep messing it up. Now we can do a 2, 2 or 2, 3 up. So let's try both. 2, 2. This forces the other 2 to be here, and now that doesn't work because it's going to add to more than 3. So 2, 3 up. Oh, I just do the 3, 1 this way. I don't know how this messed up last time. What did I do wrong last time? Did I place the wrong domino somewhere? Because this just fills. I don't know. I was messing something up, that's for sure. Let's do the medium. We only have, well, we have 2 blanks. So blank 4 and a blank 1. That could go here. And which way does it go? Let's just assume it's blank 1 going up this way. And then we need 1 big going into 9. So 1, 5. And then this has to be a 4. So it's got to be 4, 3. Now we got to go, if we can't go up like this, because if we go up like this, we isolate a 3 length area. So we got to go right. And now this is 1 into something for 5. Maybe 1, 2. And then 3, 5. Now, actually, this doesn't work because I can't add to 7. How am I going to add to 7? 4 blank with the 3, 5, maybe? Darn, okay, I have to think about this a little harder. That's unfortunate. So let's think about 7 first, maybe? I mean, I have a 4, 3 and a blank. Like, I could do that. It's an option. I just don't think that that's an in. So what if we went this way? What does that mean for me? I'd have to have a domino that adds to 5, and I simply don't have that. So no. So then my only choice is this. This was correct. Now 1, 1 or 1, 2 or 1, 5. The 1 and the 2 can't go into 9. So 1, 5 was forced. So these were all forced moves. Now the 4, 3 or the 4 blank. Maybe I did the 4, 3 last time. Maybe the 4 blank will work out better. Because then I can do the 4, 3 down. And then now I just need to make sure I add to 7 here. The 5, 3 is too big to go across the 7. This is 3, this is 2. Okay, so adding to 2 with a 5 gets us to 7. And then that lets us do, this was already correct. That lets us do the 2, 1 across. Okay. Yeah, this had to be the 4 blank, which is not, like if you're just vibing it, you're probably putting the 4, 3 across here, but what do I know? All right, cool. Well, how'd you do? Hello, let's do the hard pips for Tuesday, December 9th. Okay, this needs to be double 6. Here we need 5 of something. So first of all, we don't have a double 6. So that tells us kind of geometrically what's going on. So whatever we have 5 of is attached to a 6. So it's going to be a 2, 3, 4, or 5. Now, we have quite a few 2s, including a double 2. We are going to need a double somewhere in here. We also have a double 5. Does it look like we need bigger numbers or smaller numbers elsewhere? It looks like we need bigger numbers elsewhere. So let's use up all the 2s here. And so now which way does the 2, 2 go is, of course, the question. Oh, it has to go this way, because if it were to go this way, I need another 2, 2 there. We don't duplicate. There's never duplicates. So now what's left in 2s? I have 2, 3, and I have 2 blank, and that's it. So the 2 blank goes into less than 3. And then the 2, 3 probably doesn't go into a 17 and 3. Let's see, 17 and so the highest in 3 you can get is 18. So that's going to be a 6, 6, 5. So the 2, 3 is going to go up or down. I don't know which one yet. Wait, how am I going to do 6, 6, 5? Oh, I have just enough. Okay. 6 into less than 4 maybe does this. Greater than 8. I have a lot of 5s. And I need an equal up here. So I'm actually thinking 6, 5 here. And then 6, 4 here. And this just needs to be a 5. I have a 5, 5 to go here. That isolates the correct number up here. An even number, I should say. I'm getting a little concerned. Let's see. 2, 3 would go up then. And then this would be, wait, where's my last 6? No, this is a 5. So this would be 5, 4. Greater than 8. Yeah, and so then, no. 5 blank. Blank 4. So this 6 needs to swap with the 6, 5. I don't think I have enough force for that. This is what I was thinking. 6, 5, greater than 8. So we have to be at least 9. 6, 5. But then the 6, 4 going up. Now I need 2 more 4s, and I just don't have that. I don't think I ever had that many 4s, so that's never going to work. So this doesn't work either. I could do the 5 going up, I suppose. This could be a 6. The 6, 5 could go this way. Ooh, so maybe that's what happens. Maybe we do the 6, 4 like this. And then the 4, 5 here and the 6, 5 here. So it has to 10. That works. And now we just need 5. Ooh. No, now I don't. Oh, I have 3 blanks. So 5 blank. Blank 4 works perfectly with this 5, 5. And then blank 1. Okay, I did it. Nice. Just over 3 minutes. 3:20. Cool. Yeah, this was an interesting one. I think I vibed it a little bit and going, I think that this is going to be 2s because I just saw big numbers outside. I was like, I probably need the 5s and the big numbers rather than the 2s. But this blank, blank, blank surprised me. That was an interesting one. And then this 6 coming, the 6, 4 coming in here surprised me a little bit. Cool. Well, how'd you do? Hello, let's do the mini crossword for Tuesday, December 9th. Let's play. Apt profession for someone named Rosemary or Ginger. Like some kind of someone who grows plants. I don't know. Botanist. Get to go as leftovers. Get to go as leftovers. I don't know. Word that can precede bowl or glue. Super. Intense anger. Rage. Cut that out. Stop. All right. Stephen Colbert's network. CBS, I think. Noted group of 24. I don't know. One living abroad informally. An expat. Expatriate. Spanish for fire. Is it fuego, I think? Fuego? Do some kitchen work. Prep. Apt profession is a chef. Okay. Get to go as box it up. Okay. 47 is pretty good considering I didn't get many of the acrosses. Noted group of 24 is hours. There's 24 hours. Okay. I wasn't thinking about a group of hours. I'm glad I remembered fuego was fire in Spanish. That's not something typical that I'd remember. All right. How'd you do? Let's do strands. Today's theme is on the court. So we could be talking about tennis. We could be talking about like judges. I saw J-U-D and got excited about judge. We almost have judge here, but there's no G. Okay, so is it tennis or is it like judge, courts, court of law? That's what I'm thinking. Do we have like racket? Like, do we have anything obvious that's tennis related? Do we have the word tennis, right? Or do we have racket? Do we have ball? Do we have what it's made out of, like clay or grass, that sort of thing? We have BBLE. It could be a basketball court as well. There's a lot of sports courts. And I was thinking dribble for BBLE, but actually we do have it. Dribble. So is it basketball? I think I see bask. Bask. It might just be basket. That could be a spanogram, but I doubt it. You know what? I'm just going to... Ooh, okay, so maybe it is basketball somehow, or basket. Am I seeing... Okay, well, let's lock in dribble. All right, let's not worry too much about the order we get this in today. Like lock somehow? Block? You're blocking shots? Okay. So what is basket doing then? Oh, does it come down here? Oh, it's just... I can't believe I didn't see it was basket. I looked for basketball a couple times and just didn't see it. Jump and dunk. All right. And hold on, what is this? Rebound. Okay. What is this? Green? No. What is it then? Screen. And I thought it was going to be drug screen. What is this? Oh, guard. Okay. It's like drug screening. Why would they pick that as part of basketball? They didn't. All right. Well, how'd you do? I like the shape. Hello. Today's bonus game is Fibble. It works just like Wordle, except after it colors, it lies about one of the colors. So maybe this I should have been gray or yellow, or maybe this G should have been yellow or green. But we know there's exactly one lie in every guess, and it starts us off with rigor, which does have a lie in it. Now I'm going to go with vigor because I want to use as many of the same letters of the previous as possible, but I kind of have a self-imposed hard mode where I also only go for what could be the answer. It's actually not even self-imposed. It's an option that's enabled in the settings. Anyway, so we have to go for what could still be the answer. So vigor. Okay. So we learned a couple things. One of these I's is lying, meaning anything that we did the same between rigor and vigor has to be true, other than the I's. Because imagine you tried to be like, well, maybe this G is lying. Well, then by definition, this G is also lying because it agreed with it. But now we don't have a lie left for these I's, right? So we actually have to mark those as true. Now, I'm doubting we have a V, because if we have a V, then we also have an I second, and we have an R. Ooh, so it would be rivor, which is not a word. Okay. So I think that these are just our lies. I think that's forced. So we just end in OR. That's all we know. I'm wondering about OOR at this point. Is that even a thing? It felt like it should be a thing, but I'm not actually seeing a word. So maybe not. Maybe just a vowel here, like an A or an E and an OR. That OR ending is always so hard for me, just even in Wordle, because I keep thinking of ER words. How about valor? Valor would be interesting because the V would still be lying, but it would just be lying. It should have been green. All right. What's our lie? Is there another ALOR word we could do? Oh, it could be labor. Okay, so we know these are true. We know that's true. We know that's our lie. So actually that's our lie. There's no A in the word, unfortunately. Oh, and so we were correct about the V lying as well. And it's lying as gray. Okay. So we just end in OR. So let's try EOR maybe. What does this? Senior. The yellow E is interesting to me. I'm wondering if we could like start with E and then like do an N somewhere. It doesn't look like a word. Endor. The moon of Endor. Endor. Encore. I don't think that's how you spell it. It has an E at the end, right? Or the N could be here. Okay, I don't think so. What about an S? I just think it would be interesting to start with E, but I just don't think it's possible. So I think we've just gotten the same thing that happened before, which is there's no E. Or it could, oh, actually the E could still just be second. We could do that again. What else does this? Ooh, I just saw the word honor, which would have been great if we knew there wasn't an N. How about motor? All right, well, we know that's a lie. And so we have now determined there is not a second O, and we end in TOR now. So it could be ETOR. Oh, actually, oh, sorry. I thought it was like enter. Not enter. Detour. What does this? So my immediate thought is E there, because we want to try E second, but I just don't think this is a word. Next thought is U there. Tutor. Okay, I had to write it out. In my head, I wasn't seeing it. All right, systematic wins again. There we go. Tutor. That's not an easy word. The double T. It's interesting that we had seemingly so much information at the start, but it still took that many guesses to get there. It took 7 guesses. Well, it starts us off with bigger, so we call that a 6. Anyway, how'd you do? And let's spin the bonus game wheel to see what we're going to start with, or what we're going to play tomorrow as our bonus game. It is going to be Finland's suggestion of Word Peaks. I actually haven't played that one in a while. So Word Peaks, you're hunting a 5-letter word via the alphabet. So per slot, it kind of tells you whether you're earlier or later in the alphabet, which is it's a fun game. I will provide a link in the description if you'd like to play it yourself. And that is it for the New York Times games for today, for this video. If you would like to watch Wordle, you can click at the end of the video. It'll take you right there. I also have a pinned comment with all the games I played today. And if you haven't checked out the daily games video yet, the weekly one, really good one this week, definitely check that out. It would mean a lot to me if you would explore some of my other content if you've got the time. And that pinned comment takes you to all of it. And of course, if you enjoyed this, then why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.